Welcome back. It's your boy Real with Overhaul Truck Channel coming at y'all once again with some more great content, and we're going to get straight into it. Cross drops, what they are, how to prevent them, and what happens when there actually is a cross drop. But before we get started, do me a huge favor and smash that like button. As of right now, we're sitting at 23 subscribers, and it feels so damn good. I appreciate y'all, for real. So after you smash that like button, if you're new here, smash the subscription button so we can keep growing this community and you can see more content just like this. I'm grateful for y'all, and with no further ado, let's roll. What is a cross drop? A cross drop is when a fuel delivery driver like myself drops the wrong fuel into the wrong tank. I have one compartment of diesel on board. I deliver that one compartment of diesel into the premium tank. That is a cross drop, and that is also a disaster. But we'll talk more about that later. Now that we know what a cross drop is, how do we prevent it? Several ways. But my first and foremost piece of advice to you, slow down. More often than not, cross drops are the result of rushing. And trust me, I understand what it is to get caught up in the hustle. The problem though, is that if you keep having these cross drops, there won't be any hustle. So take it easy and take your time. If you haven't seen my last video, you can go check it out after this one. The link will be in the description below. But if you have seen my last video, then you'll be familiar with this next step. Set one cone on the diesel tank. This step is pretty straightforward, so not too much on that. But after that, clearly identify all the tank covers by color, and as you pull them, leave them face up. Leaving them face up will leave the color exposed. If you keep the colored cover right next to the tank facing up, it's a pretty good reminder of which tank it is. Red is premium, white is regular, yellow is diesel, and so on and so forth. And that'll bring me to my next and final point, and that is only taking the caps off of the compartments that you are actively unloading. Let me explain. Let's say you have a load of gasoline and you have 4 compartments regular and 1 compartment premium. When I start unloading and I drop my premium, I take only that cap off. I start flow and then move to the next product, which is going to be my regular. I take that cap off and I start the flow of that compartment. The premium will finish before the regular. So for that reason, I leave all the other caps on in the event that if I somehow get distracted, I don't end up subconsciously moving the hose that I was using for the premium compartment to one of the other regular compartments. That happens, now we have a cross drop, and now we have a downgraded tank. More on that shortly. The only time I take all my caps off at once is when I have one product I'm unloading. And even then, I still take off one cap, start that compartment, double check the other compartments to make sure they're all the same product, and then I drop the rest of my caps. So now we know what a cross drop is. We know how to prevent one. But what happens when, despite all of that, we still end up having a cross drop? Let's say a higher octane gasoline was dropped into the tank of a lower octane. It's considered an upgrade. In this situation, the fuel mix would be sold for a higher price and the carrier would be charged the difference. Now let's say it was the other way around. Regular gasoline was dropped into the mid-grade or the premium tank. In this situation, it would be a downgrade for the higher octane tanks. The fuel will be considered unusable and would need to be pumped out completely and replaced with the correct octane of fuel. What about a diesel and gasoline mix? This obviously would need to be pumped out as well, as these are 2 different types of fuel and would do irreversible engine damage if introduced to either vehicle that they're not compatible with. And last but not least, what happens to you? That depends. If it's your first offense, you may be written up and suspended, but be able to keep your job. Of course, the circumstances surrounding the mix are considered as well, but it also depends whether or not it's a repeat offense. If that's the case, then obviously you'll be let go. As you can imagine, this is a very costly fix for the company, both financially as well as reputation-wise. And of course, that's without saying that it also causes problems for the gas station as well. Another thing that would be taken into account is which of these scenarios is applicable to the driver. But the best thing to do in the first place is to take your time and make sure you deliver in the right tank. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. And I'm going to wrap it up right here, guys. Thank y'all once again for tuning in. I appreciate y'all so much, and I look forward to the continued growth in this community. And please, please, please let me know in the comments how I did on this one, guys. I appreciate the feedback. Any feedback is good feedback to me, so I look forward to hearing from y'all. But on that note, I'm going to keep getting these videos to y'all, and we're going to keep on trucking. I'll see y'all in the next one. I'm out.